Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. Albert Einstein. Welcome to Get Real with Shameeza. I am your host, Shameeza Ali, and it is a pleasure to be here with you this evening. Salam, namaste, and very special good evening to everyone joining us on Facebook, Island Zone Radio, on YouTube, and on NTN channel 69 in Georgetown, Guyana. Welcome, everyone. Today is a very special day. Today, we celebrate the 52nd Republic anniversary of our beautiful country, Guyana. So, to everyone celebrating, happy matrimony to all of you, and may we continue to prosper as one. Tonight, we will hear from a couple that is loved by many. They are your favorite realtors out of Orlando. But do you really know what journey they've been through? Were they always this jolly? We will find out very soon. I am so excited to introduce our first guest for tonight. Uh, they are one of the most jolly couple most of you know and love. They're your favorite realtors and YouTubers from Shiv's backyard. Please welcome Diana and Shiv. Welcome, guys. How are you?
Good evening,
What's
everyone.
going on?
I love the
Yes.
matching outfit.
Listen, we're taking a toast, okay? We're taking a drink.
Toast one.
Yeah, we got some fresh cane juice. My dad squeezed it for us. Yesterday we went by him. He squeezed it. We saw the whole process. Shiv video it. He's gonna put it on YouTube hopefully soon.
Hopefully one day.
Yeah, and we got some nice white strawberry. First time we saw
White-
it, so we thought it was cool.
White strawberries. I mean,
Yeah, he's like a mutant.
you hold that up for us, Diana. Let's take a look again at that white strawberry.
Okay, look at this. Wait, let me get the one with it. Look how cool it is. It has, wait, where's the camera? There you go.
Right
it has
there, right
red
there.
seeds,
Oh, there.
and it's white. I'm like, this is like albino. It's like it drained all the color, but it tastes so sweet. It tastes a little bit like cotton candy. I told Shameeza, this is like science fruit right here.
Yeah, cotton candy and a sweet strawberry mixed together is what you said, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have that tart sourness.
Yeah, I know. I will have to try it. I did see it at Trader Joe's recently, and I was tempted to try it. So,
Hopefully,
will.
it
So,
makes
guys-
it longer.
all right, I'll do that. Welcome. You guys said that this was. Tell us the color of your outfit, your matching outfit here.
Oh, I don't know the color, man.
We
She
tried.
picked it out.
I said it looks like salmon, and since we're in the backyard, we got a water
Yeah,
fountain.
it's a salmon color. I saw it in the store and I was like, that look really nice. I never tried that
You
color.
want to be different?
So,
Yeah.
everybody has black, blue. I have royal blue. I have a lot of suits. But this is one I don't have. So she bought this for
He
me.
tried to be a little, you know what? Sometimes you have to be a little uncomfortable and try something new. Me, I love experimenting with food and like with different shows and culture. Shiv is like, I'll stick to my fried rice. We go to
That's
a
it.
restaurant, he's like, what's the closest thing we got to fried rice?
Shiv, I'm exactly like that. I try to stick to what I know because my experience of trying different things, I haven't had the best of luck. So I stick to what I
Right.
know. I mean, I'll go a little bit off, but yeah, I kind of try to stick.
Guess what? If it don't taste good, I end up eating his food.
I do that sometimes too. But guys, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys here tonight, and
Thank
I
you
know
so
that,
much for
you
having
guys are
us.
Thank you so much.
taking time out of your busy schedule to be here. So I appreciate it. I just want to start off by getting a
Sorry
little
about that.
intro. What was
Somebody's
that?
speeding in there, back there.
Yeah, you guys are live in the back.
I think it's some of Shiv friends from New York moved out.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Diane, why don't you start off? Tell us a little bit about
Oh
you.
boy.
Let she start out.
Oh Lord, I may need a towel.
Oh,
Well, this
Let
would
me
take a
grab
while,
one.
but I'll summarize it. So, I'm a happy person now. I think because I've met the right person in life, and I got to discover and find out who I really am. I was a very shy, introverted person. Growing up in Guyana, I went to Lenora Secondary School. My grandparents, we grew up by New Road, for the Hoop West Coast, all my West Coast people.
yes,
Um,
West Coast
so-
people.
Yeah, you know what? I came here as a teenager, so I spent a lot of my time in Guyana growing up, and I appreciate everything there. your grandparents and parents didn't have to tell you something was right from wrong. You kind of see and you learn. And as you know, children from a young age, you see a lot of things, good and bad. I know some of my family might be like, "Oh Lord, she's gonna talk about our business," but you know what? People know us as a happy couple, but sometimes you don't know where people came from. And there's a reason why we're so happy because we're grateful for life today and what the opportunities we have in America. I mean, I told Shiv maybe if I was in Guyana, I don't know, I might have like 5 kids. I don't know. But as a little girl, I went to Lenore school, and I mean, you didn't have the best of the best when we were getting sponsored to come to America. After 10 years, apparently, I don't know if what happened with our visa. We had a delay of 3 years, so we were sleeping like on the ground. We had to stuff like in garbage bag. We would stuff our clothes that we had to make a little mattress. I remember we would get blackout. I had to study for CXC for exam. My dad made me a nice little wood desk with plywood, and you had your little candle or your little lamp. But those things, I think it makes you more humble because you knew when you go through in Guyana, like your boots get a hole. You take a piece of paper, you paste it. When you go walk by, Lenora Market to go to the school, they have these big holes in water. The rain catch it, it wet. You got your socks is soaked. So I know what it is to not have anything to grow up as a child. Or my parents did the best they could. I couldn't ask for better parents, but the love is what was there. You may not have the most money or material objects, but once you have family and you have love, and that's a memory I cherish because I remember my grandparents. We would sit in the backyard with the hammocks. My grandma would tell a story about mermaid and Jumbie, and then you can't sleep because you're scared. But that I cherish in my heart. And one day I hope to take my children to Guyana so they can see where I grew up, and we want to take them to Trinidad to see where Shiv grew up in Shagwana, so they can get an idea. We always talk about back home, but the home for them is in America, so they don't know. They can't 100% understand.
Right.
Well, another part of my life is coming to America as a young. I was a teenager then. I was very shy. Your parents were strict. You weren't allowed to date or go out. Um, and then somebody had seen me at work. I was 19. He was 7 years older than me. Because I was very
Not me.
it wasn't him. I was married before. I was very naive. I thought, if you see somebody, my mom always say, if you take something for somebody, they want something in return. So make sure you're ready to marry them. But I got married very young because I wasn't very exposed, and I always tried to do everything right and set an example for my cousins, the younger cousins coming up. You save yourself for marriage. You're the decent child. You do everything right. But 6 years of marriage, there was domestic violence. I never tell my parents because, I mean, sometimes the spouse I was married to isolate me from my family. I didn't know what drug abuse was. He was on drugs until the cops called me and said, "Hey, I was working at Bank of America as a loan officer." And I said, "Hey, your husband overdosed and he's in the hospital." I mean, I have to Google what crack cocaine was.
Wow.
I'm sorry, my heart is pounding.
That one.
No,
Shiv, grab your hand and start right now,
no,
bye.
you know what? But going through
Got
those
told.
things,
It's like
it made me stronger. I had to go through that. It was painful. My 20s was a lot of learning. It's called growing pains for a reason, right? Um, I remember the cop told me, he's like, "Why did I know your people." It was close. I was dragged by my hair, pulled by my hair. I had long hair that was braided from our kitchen into the garage by my ex-husband. I mean, when I tried to call the cops, he would ring the phone out of my hand. The reason why I'm telling my story is that not for anyone. I'm a survivor. I don't ever want anybody to say, "Oh, she's a victim." No, you have to be a survivor because the things that don't break you is gonna make you stronger, and you have to learn who you are and what you're willing to put up with and what you won't. So when I found Shiv, I'll tell you what that I had to, I had to spend time by myself a whole year and a half. I lived by myself, bought a home because me, I was homeless for a while. People don't know these things, going through all of that. Um, my ex went through his own struggles. He has his reasons. He grew up in Guyana too, so he saw domestic violence, and maybe he thought that was okay.
Yeah.
I always used to pray to God, God, please give me a husband who don't drink, who don't smoke, and who don't, I'm like, dang, I forgot to add using drugs, or there was, he came out, with some personal things in his life. And today, Shiv and I are here for him and helping him go through some things. So I said, you know what? Today he asked me for forgiveness. I said, it's okay. I forgive you in order for me to move on in my life. Today, I met Shiv. I met this Trini fella. He makes me laugh. He gives me the strength. He gives me a voice because I never spoke out. I was always shy. When I was going to school in America, I came here in high school. I didn't have any friends. I would go eat lunch in a corner and I'll go spend time in the bathroom until the bell ring. I was like, nobody gonna help me if I don't get up and get. So then I start forcing myself to like join voluntary groups, go help others, help new students who needed a friend. Because remember Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see. So instead of me being a victim in my little world, I have to, get above that. And with what I wanted to see, like today I want to help women with that's in domestic violence. If you're listening to this, don't think your life is the end for you. I thought, I'm like, oh Lord, that's the end for me. I'm gonna end up living with a cat and that's the end. But then I didn't know there was somebody out there who's gonna make you a better person, or you can be a better person for yourself. So you
Absolutely.
just have to know your value. Once you know your worth, you will never settle for less. And Shiv, I mean, he likes when I speak. I'm like, okay, be careful because now you have high standards,
Yeah.
But
You guys see how she just got something?
Wow.
I never drank until I met this guy. Oh my god, he made me my first drink, and you know what? It's just, I think it's just now I'm not scared to like go out there, speak to people. If somebody needs help, we look and see who need. In this world, there's a lot of people that want, but we always look at people who need help. We'll help a lot of like cancer victims, a lot of children, orphanage. Um, my goal in life before I leave this earth is to leave a positive impact. I want to help make a change for the better. If it's to build a bridge for kids to go to school so they don't have to cross a river where it's dangerous with boat, or if it's building a school or helping women getting out of an abusive relationship, getting them the right help to be safe. I know safety is a major thing, especially with children. And
Absolutely.
you know what? It's not the end for you. There is a lot of help out there, and just reaching out to the right people. I know Shameeza, you work with a lot of women with domestic violence, and we've shared some stories. So I want to get more involved in those organizations back in Guyana. For a start, you gotta start little, right? And then you can
Absolutely.
go bigger. So
Yeah.
I mean, sorry if I ran on, but
No, please.
that's a little bit for me.
Shiv is like, all right, I have to put in some time now. Here is my
Hey,
turn.
one thing I learned from this woman, you want to hear?
What?
Shut this up and open this more. So just
Good
listen
boy.
more and talk less.
Definitely. So, Shiv, you grew up, are you originally from Trinidad and Tobago? Because
Wait,
somehow
nobody
I
said
have
this
so
is
many
about
people.
me. I thought this was all about
No.
Diana.
So, you grew up in Trinidad or you were born in Trinidad?
I was born in Trinidad. And
Ah,
if
What
you
part
want
is Trinidad?
Shabonas, I don't know all the details.
all right.
Um, I was born there. Within 3 years old, my mom was trying to work and trying to get me back to Guyana because that's where she was from. My mom's from Guyana. My dad's from Trinidad. So they call me a guy
Guy
tree.
tree. He's a guy tree.
So they call me a guy tree. But I mean, yes, it was tough for me, but nothing like what Diana went through.
But your mom was a single mom too, and she went through things in life,
She
right?
went through violence as well. And that was one of the reasons why she wanted to get me out from Trinidad. Such as things like when she was, I mean, you want to hear, um, such as things like she's pregnant for me. She wants food, but where she's staying at the moment, they lock up the doors so she can't get food. And she's working at the market in Trinidad, in Shagorna's Market as a young
Vendor.
vendor. And she's like 18 years old and she's hungry now. So now she has to come home. So it was tough for my mom, and I appreciate everything she's done. Look, today I'm here.
Yep.
So I didn't grow up with a father figure until I saw my dad at 18 years old.
Oh,
And he was like, "Hey, what's going on, son?" I was like, "Well, who's you?" And then he started telling me who he is. And my mom said, "Dale, did you meet your dad?" I said, "Yeah, very vaguely. I didn't even know who he was."
hmm.
So today, he's really close to me. He does my floors. He does the painting.
He's there for the grandbabies. You know what?
He's there
Sometimes
for the
as
grandkids.
men, right? They grew up seeing something and they think it's normal, but they
Yeah.
come, they grow up. When they do grow up, they realize, oh my God, I did wrong to that person. And he corrects himself and he's there for us. And he tells us every day how much he loves us today. So, you know what? People, you just have to learn to forgive and move on. Once that person you've seen positively, make that change to be a better person.
Absolutely. And I like that you said be the change, because that's our slogan for Get Real with Shamiza, be the change that you want to see.
Yeah.
And I truly believe in
Yes.
that. I live that every single day. Now, whose idea was it to get into real estate? I see Shiv laughing.
I know. He said, you know what? My wife's never been wrong so far. Let me listen to her. So I started.
So, wait, are
Yeah.
you talking about
Whose idea
for
was it to
me
start?
to join or for her to join?
No, she didn't know how it started. So
No?
he was working at FDNY, New York City Fire Department. He's not was never a firefighter. He said.
Hey, I can't fight fire, boy.
He said, tell them what you say.
I said I brought skin. You're not gonna see me running in a building and running out. So I was doing accounting in the fire department. And mind you, I mean I didn't tell much of my story because it's really about Diana. Um, I was living alone from the age of 14, living by myself, working at Key Food on 111 on 101 by Jamaica.
Oh,
Maybe he sold
okay.
you milk.
Yeah, because the man fired me because I put the good milk in the front and the bad milk in the back.
No, the
He
old
said,
milk.
he said, no, you have to put the old milk in front so it could sell out. I said, well, how are you going to sell people milk and the milk spoil? You have to put the good milk in front.
It's not spoiled. It was
So
just days.
I worked for Key Food for 2
Had a
days.
good point there, Shiv. You had a good point. I agree with you.
I worked for Key Food for 2 days and I still waiting on the check.
You never got paid.
No, they ain't
All
paid me.
right.
We owe you. So
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was living alone and stuff, working odd jobs, and then I stumbled upon the fire department of New York City.
Yeah.
And so I started working there, and that's kind of like how we met. But hold on, she'll tell you more. Go ahead.
No, well, one thing was that he didn't tell the whole story.
Can't.
He tried to get me with Amway products because I was, I was stay at home, and when I went through my divorce, it was a year and a half, and then I got my real estate license. I'm like, listen, I used to work at Bank of America. Great place, great company. However, when you get sick, I mean, I saw how quick they were ready to replace me.
Yeah,
So I'm like, I love people, and I see how they used to charge people all these overdraft fees and stuff, and I would try to refund it, and then I got in trouble. So I'm like, I have to do something where I'm passionate about. My passion is helping people, and helping someone to find their dream home. To me, it brings me joy because I get to see the family. They spend Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I only make $6,000 my first year in real estate because that's when the market crashed in 2008. That was 2009, and my first house I showed was $24,000. There was no pay there, so I mean, I needed something to supplement my income. So that's when I saw Shiv was selling this Amway product. So when I contacted him,
I was in the Amway business.
He tried to
Back
recruit
then
me.
it was Quick Star.
Yeah.
So if you know those things, then that's what I was in.
Yeah. So when I told him I Googled, Amway, and I saw some reviews that wasn't great, he's like, he didn't like me after that. So it took some while, and then.
Look, if you look up something negative, if you look up Starbucks and you say something bad about Starbucks, you're gonna find negative things on Starbucks.
Absolutely.
But if you look up something positive about Starbucks, what do you think you're gonna find? Not positive?
Of course.
So whatever you type in your mind to see
That's what your
about
mind will
somebody else,
program.
that's what you're gonna see. So if
For
you
Shiv.
see
So
positive here,
yeah,
keep saying positive.
I will take it that Diana got you guys into real estate.
Yeah, she.
Yeah, I was
All
working
right.
here. We didn't want to raise a family in New York City, so because I can't be Nicole. I came straight from Guyana to Florida, so I love
Right.
the climate. And I started here 3 years before Shiv made a move, and he had to give up his benefits in New York at the fire department. It was a big risk. Everybody's like, "Are you sure you know what you're doing? I mean, you're going to Florida after a girl. What if it don't work out?" Thank God, he came, he saw, and look, we've been together. We work this. I mean, we really have to like each other's company to be with each other 24/7. I mean, we work together. We take care of kids. We take care of all
Them
our
in
clients.
bed, right?
Yeah, they're in bed. We send them
And
to bed. We tell them read a book and go to bed, please.
speaking of love, guys, I can see that you guys have a lot of love and respect for each other.
Yes.
Thank
What
you.
would you
Yes.
say is
Thank
the
you.
biggest misconception in your relationship? What would you say is your biggest misconception in your
Oh my gosh.
relationship?
For Shiv, I would say like because you always see your own flaw. You see others' flaw, right?
Yeah.
They say you cannot see your own flaw. And for Shiv, we talk
But
to
they
each
say you
other.
can't smell your
They say you can't smell your own bad breath, right? You smell other people's. We do a lot of reading. So for Shiv, I said, you know what? We give advice to each other, and it's. I mean, we love each other. You're my best friend. I can talk to you. So I said, sometimes you can come off a little egotistical, a little, show offish, because that's how people perceive him. Or sometimes he makes jokes that other people take it's not funny. So he listened to me. I said, I know you're proud of what you've accomplished, but you never forget where you came from. And me, give me a little shack. I want a tiny home.
They're building
A
one right
hammock,
now in the back.
I'll be happy. And once you're happy with nothing, you'll be happy with anything. But Shiv, he's learned to come down a few notches because he's from New York. He was like this New York guy.
When you come from New York, you're kind of like aggressive, but you don't have to be. You see, with me, I grew up alone from that age, so I had to be very street smart. I had to be like, if I see somebody, I had to be pretty strong-hearted. So if I see them, I put my guard right up, and I don't open my hands right away. And coming to Florida is like when you're down here, you just have to go like, everyone is nice. No one honking horn. No one, the other day I stopped to see the turtle cross the road.
He yelled the turtles.
It's like, what happened to me?
You're Floridian now.
So that's when she said you're a true Floridian.
When you give people pass and you put on your signal, I say you're Floridian. Because in New York, they give you the middle finger as a way. I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't drive there.
So
that's New York for you.
Like I was saying before, listen more and just talk less.
You got 2 ears, 1 mouth.
And that just makes so much sense. The more sometimes I just look at her and I see she's tired. And I ask her one question: is there anything I can do for you, or to help you, or are you okay? Sometimes those things go a long way. Her love language is quality time. Yeah. So once you know your spouse's love language, you sit down with them. Her quality time is just watching a TV for 15 minutes.
A funny movie. Just give me a silly funny movie.
I see Shiv been reading the same books that I've been reading. So
the 5 love languages.
What was that?
The 5 love languages?
Yes.
I recommend that to all couples, or if you're single. He gave me this book as a present.
We not sell a book.
When we were friends, because I never dated, so I called this guy asking him for advice. How do you date somebody? I don't know how it works, because here somebody dates you to buy you dinner, they think you're supposed to go sleep with them. I was like, So Shiv gave me, that was the first book he gave me, and that made me fall in love with this fella. We were supposed to be friends, but reading, I was like, oh my God. Versus saying, can you take out the garbage for me? You can say, hey honey, do you think you can please take out the garbage for me? Look at that. Same thing, same message. It's just the way you speak to each other.
Absolutely. Now, Shiv, you are your humor and down-to-earth attitude makes you likable and relatable. However, I know there must be something out there that makes you want to cuss. What is the one thing that makes you want to cuss?
When people drive slow.
Everything just makes me want to cuss. But it's having that guard, like knowing that who you are, and it's your reputation. So if I'm out in a store, if I'm driving and people want to make me cuss, I just say it in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was there a time?
No, what bothers you? I don't know. Shiv is funny.
You know what bothers me?
Oh.
When people call me, tell me that, hey, I want to see a house, like they feel like they know me. I said, yes, fine. We chat. If we chat and we talk on Facebook or we talk on TikTok or Instagram, whatever, great, fine. But if you call me out of the blue and you say, hey, I want to, is this Shiv? Yeah. What's your name, by the way? And the man's not giving me a name. And this happened today.
The man's like, I'm coming to Florida. I want you to line up homes for me from a scene. Like, ooh, you can't even find a house in Florida right now.
And I said, Breds, did you get pre-qualified yet? He said, no. I said, what kind of budget you looking for? The man said, like 150. I said, listen, right now.
Oh my God.
You know what I told the man? I said, listen. And it was true. I drive in. I said, here, I don't answer these questions. My wife is the one who answered the questions. I'm just the guy behind the scenes. So I give it to Dinah. Dinah took great care of the man. Got his email, got his number. She the patient one. She figured out finally the man name. I can't mention the man name now. But it's things like that. Like when people call and I get the call, I just pass it on to Dinah. Because I cannot...
What I'm hearing you say, Shiv, is when you want cuss, instead of cussing, you pass it on to Diana. So you save yourself from that. Guys, I want to hear more about you, but first we have to take a quick break. So stay right there, guys. Share the live up. Come on. You guys can share the live up.
Yes, no problem. I can share it though.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Yes. I'm reading some of the comments on my sister Roxy, Ria, all them good people, man.
Yeah, I see. Bressa says that he thought you were Guyanese. So did I. So
I know people.
If you think a Guyanese, a Guyanese. If you think a Trinidadian, a Trinidadian.
Whatever you think, is your thought.
Listen, hanging out with Chief family, you have to be Guyanese.
He's a smart man. So when he's around Trinidadians, the Trinity accent comes out. When he's around Guyanese, he grew up in Queens. So
No, you family.
My family, okay, he said my family make him speak Guyanese.
Now, guys, real estate is an important part of your daily life.
Yes.
We forgot about real estate.
That's why we're here, right?
Real estate, right. So should we be buying, should we be selling, or should we be staying on the sideline?
Yes, call Diana.
So let me answer that one. So we always tell people we would never tell you to do something if we're not willing to do it. So we were looking in the market when COVID hit 2020. Like, oh my Lord, here goes the economy. Everything stopped.
Hear what we do.
So all of a sudden, everybody started working from home. So they were making the New York income or that great income up north. They start calling us 2021. Hey, I'm working from home. I'm tired of being in an apartment, tired of being cooped up in a tiny home, up north. I want to move to Florida, enjoy the nice weather like what we got right now.
Yes.
Right. So I'm like, wow, you get the best of both worlds. So then people start moving on buying house cashes. What it caused, our inventory of homes went down. So we have more buyers, less inventory. So that creates a demand and supply. So now people are bidding. We had 70 showing on one listing we put up. We had 30 offers and it was 40,000 above asking price. 40 to 70,000, that's what it's going. So right now, it's definitely for us, we went and buy 2 more investment homes. I tell you, we are an open book. We share our personal story because if you have something to hide, then I wouldn't trust me if I have something to hide. I'll tell you, listen, this is what we do. You can follow or, it's up to you, but we do our homework first. We go to the meeting, the city council meeting. We see what growth is planned for that city. So we we know what is going to happen before it does. And we're able to help ourselves and we're able to guide our clients to do the same thing. So they get rich. And we, what we said, we like hanging out with rich people. So when you get rich, we get rich too.
The whole rich thing is just
it's a joke.
It's just really a joke because people say, oh, you must be rich. Oh, you must be rich. No, I listen to my wife.
He said you got a rich wife.
Say, go and buy this house, we go and buy the house. So it's things like that. We teach people what we do because real estate. We don't make money on real estate. We make money on our investments and our rental property.
Not the realtor aspect, but the investment is investing, buy low, sell high. That's the goal. And
That's a
it's
goal. That's
just
like what they teach you the first time in real estate, right? And in any
Yes,
yes.
yes.
investment.
This is not
Thing.
flip or flop though.
Right. So, guys, Diane, you
Yes.
are gorgeous, right? And you're always
Yes,
so
I
well
know.
dressed. Actually, both of you are always well dressed. Do you guys share a closet? And about how many pairs of shoes do you have, Diane?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Wait, did you say jeans?
I said,
No,
oh
how many pair of
Jesus
shoes?
Christ!
How many pair of shoes do you have? And do you guys share a closet?
Oh my
You
god.
got one shoe.
Shameeza, girl, I got one shoe. Well, no, he bought me another one. Listen, I'll
Oh,
tell
this was
no, I'll tell
this
you
is-
something now.
the price for this.
Listen, I'm a bargain shopper. I'll tell you all this. This is what his man got. He can
I mean,
afford to go on
that's it.
cruise. I'm not a brand name person. I said, why am I paying somebody else to carry their name on my back? We saw this shoe at DSW for 70 or 80 bucks.
Yes.
I went to Ross,
Next door.
$29.99. I got the same Jessica Simpson. Guess what? I'm a happy person. Once I get a shoe on my foot. I remember I grew up with, I had to go paste paper on my sneakers when I was little. So I'm a bargain shopper all day. I'll wear a $10 outfit and I'll be happy. Once it looks good, look, my little shirt look nice, I'm good. Shiv may have more
Who
than me.
does the shopping for
I
He
you?
shops for me too.
Now, I'm sure most of the people joining us here tonight, guys, know you guys, love you guys. But for anyone that's watching right now,
Yes.
if they
Yes.
don't currently follow you and they don't know about you, how can they follow you?
How do they follow us?
Oh, okay.
Man, you type up Shiv and Diana on Google? Oh God.
So-
Positive.
It's SHIV, Shiv, and Diana, Diana. So I'm Diana from Guyana. You'll never forget my name.
Once you
Yeah.
type that up, Shiv and Diana,
Your
you'll see
favorite
the
Realtors,
YouTube, you'll see the TikTok, you'll see the Instagram. Hopefully you don't see any dirty pictures. But other than that, you'll be able to find me, man. You can find me.
Wow.
Once you don't see a
you're-
mugshot of us somewhere, please let us know if you see a mugshot.
and you have
So-
backyard with Shiv, right?
What
No, it's
happened?
Shiv and Diana. Your favorite real. That's
But-
our YouTube name.
Right. And then you guys have the show backyard with Shiv and Diana, right?
Oh, so we made a.
Oh,
So
man.
one day, Sandy's backyard kitchen came to our backyard. So while
Oh.
we're in the back, we're like, hey, Sandy's backyard came to visit Shiv in his backyard. So that was our joke on the inside.
Got it. All right. So with that said, guys, I hate to say goodbye to you guys.
Well, give me another question.
No,
now.
no. she
All
can't.
right. Listen. You ask, I shall deliver. What is your favorite holiday tradition?
Oh, what is your favorite holiday?
Oh, you asked me?
My favorite holiday is Shiv Day.
Why?
Oh.
Why? Because I don't like to be home for my birthday because I'm always tied to the phone working. So I said, you know what, just do me one favor. For my birthday, just take me away somewhere where I don't get no reception. So he likes to go cruising. So I introduced him to cruising. Now he's a cruisaholic. We'll go away like a 7-day cruise, but he'll take my phone for the week.
Yes.
He'll take care of our clients, and he gives me that time to recuperate my brain. So that's why that's his favorite. But my favorite, you know what, we don't celebrate like Valentine's and stuff, anniversary. We're like, listen, we forget our anniversary every year. We're like, if you treat each other good every day, 365 days, you don't need to celebrate for one day and make a big fuss. I'm like, don't buy me no roses because a poor plant has to get cut and die. Give me a live little plant or cook me a meal. Make me something you can buy from the store.
Yeah.
So yeah, we pretty much, once we're with our kids, we're happy or on a cruise.
That's it.
That's it. Cruise, kids, listen, I love it. We have to see more of you guys, but this is it for now, guys. Thank you so
Yes.
much for joining us. And
Oh man, was short, you know.
Oh my God, the boy waiting Satnarine, you gotta go interview.
Was shoot, yes, you want to wait till the back.
I
Did you, Trini?
have a good evening, guys. I'll
Good
talk to you
evening.
Yes,
guys.
Thank you
ma'am.
so much, Shameeza. We appreciate all the love and support from everyone.
Awesome. Everybody take care. Have blessings.
All right. Take care, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye.
And here's